Experience has shown that many organizations, when you first get started in your journey towards commercialization of a product or a process or a service, the entrepreneur generally understands that product or service they want to develop, but they may not understand the requirements of the marketplace. And a lot of lost time and effort, money, and other resources have been spent trying to get the funding, the investors, to really nail down your process and product recipe, but they don't have the experience or expertise they need in order to build that quality system for the organization. And many times organizations have either failed to meet the requirements, such as if you're regulated by the FDA, you may find yourself not meeting those requirements, therefore you lack approval to commercialize your product. Or you may already be in the very early stages of product development and commercialization and begin your journey of building a quality system, and you soon discover that you, as the entrepreneur, just don't have the time devoted or the experience or knowledge to know exactly the steps you need to follow and how to best organize your enterprise for success. Culture plays an immensely important role because you, as the entrepreneur, the founder of the startup, have a lot of strings that you're trying to pull, a lot of calls on your time and energy, and you just don't have the bandwidth to implement a quality system or to build that structure behind you to support your plan. Where do you want to go? Who do you want to be? Who are your customers? How will you go to market? A culture enables you, the entrepreneur, to set the tone. As the entrepreneur or founder of a startup, you are the quality leader of that organization. You are the person that these external third-party agencies such as the FDA or ISO or even some of your larger customers may come in. They want to assess your organization's capabilities and capacity. And you just don't have the time to do that. So you have to count on your employees, your workforce, to really take the ownership. And that's really what culture is all about. How do you build the right culture in your organization so that you can leave it to your employees, your workforce, to work the plan? So you got to build a culture to enable your workforce. Everyone from your senior leadership team to your technical staff, your operational employees, even the contractors that you have, suppliers and vendors. Do they understand what your organization is about and what's important? So that the day one, when a new hire comes into your organization and once they're onboarded into that organization, they should already have an expectation of what's required of them and what is expected of them in terms of leading and driving organizational change. It's not just up to the founder or his or her leadership team. Everybody plays a role. Quality is everybody's responsibility, from the CEO on down to the lowest level of the organization. So how do you build that type of a culture? Focus on your customers. What do they want? What do they need? What are their expectations? And if you really want to delight customers, it goes beyond whatever they say they might want, or even more than what may be specified in a list of specifications or requirements. But how well do you know that what your customers and potential customers, why do they go to a competitor? What do they like about that competitor? And maybe more importantly, what don't they like about that competitor? So then you can build your organization and build a culture to support that, to really drive customer focus, to constantly go after a satisfactory customer experience. How do you get that customer focus? Often starts with employee engagement. You want employees who not only come in, punch in, and perform their tasks, then punch out. You want employees with the mindset that they're going to come into work each and every day to perform their job in the best way possible and to always and continually look for improvement, whether that's improvement in effectiveness or efficiency, but they're never happy with the status quo. And they have the authority and they hold themselves accountable to actually pursue those improvement opportunities. That's what we mean by a culture of engagement, is that employees all understand they are being held accountable for the success and their results. So you want to start building a quality management system from the ground up, but that fits your culture and is the right size for your organization.